A good Wednesday evening, everyone. It's been a while, but I think it's time that we do another Weather Extra to talk about the dry weather pattern that's been going on. As I mentioned yesterday, a drought watch has been issued for most counties in the state of Pennsylvania, or at least more than half. That includes our entire viewing area with the exception of Cambria and Somerset counties. What that yellow color means, a drought watch, is they want you to limit it's a voluntary reduction of water by about 5%, up to 15% for a drought warning. And now Potter County is under a drought warning. We are going to get the new drought monitor tomorrow. I'll make sure I post that and let you know how things are going. But even though we had some rainfall next week, it's not looking that great. In fact, here is a chart of accumulated precipitation in Altoona. All right, a couple of lines I want you to see. That blue line, that's the record line, and what that record line is shows you the maximum amount of precipitation, the record for the year, and that's the wettest year on record, and that was 1972, or wettest year through this point in time, where we had almost 36 inches of rainfall. What tropical system led to that? Yeah, that was Agnes, Tropical Storm Agnes. All right, this is the average line, that tan line. The red line is the lowest it has ever been, the driest year. And then we have the green line, which is 2016. We are very close. In fact, so far this year at the Blair County Airport, now it's not the best rain gauge, but it's a good gauge. At the Blair County Airport, we've had, let me call it up here, I'm looking on the other screen, 14.55 inches. The lowest ever was 14.09. So within a half an inch of the driest year on record, at least the pace for that. All right, what about other spots? DuBois, lower than average. The record's still a good bit below. Here we go with, this is State College, right near. I mean, we're talking less than a half an inch between this year and the driest year on record. So this is a dry first over half of 2016. Once we get into Johnstown, a little bit closer to average. So those are some of the areas not looking good in the near future. In fact, before I show you that, let me go ahead and jump on over, and I'm going to show you, let's talk about what's going on with the weather. All right, what we have is we have a high pressure system that's off the New England coastline. As we head on, and this is a European model, and this is 24 hours. This is Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening. We do have a front that's now, at this point in time, moving on in to parts of the Midwestern states. Here's Friday morning, that front starting to cross Lake Michigan. Friday afternoon. Now, we may get a shower or thunderstorm by Friday evening. The timing of that front to move through, there's Friday night, and there's Saturday morning. Now remember, this is 12 hours precipitation ending that time period. So if you want to look what happens on Saturday, there you go. So most of that precipitation happens in the evening hours off to our north and west, and then it refires during the day on Saturday to the south and east. So not a lot of rainfall coming our way. That front moves through, big sprawling high pressure system just builds to our north. That's not a very warm weather pattern, but it should be a good deal of sunshine if you like outdoor activities. It's going to be dry for that, but as I mentioned, we need the rainfall, and still nothing really coming our way anytime in the near future. All right, let me go ahead and show you the GFS total precipitation. This is the anomaly, difference from average for the next 10 days, and you can see good bit below average here in Pennsylvania and New York State. The total precipitation as a whole for the GFS, you can see it has the green colors show greater than a half an inch. We have a little bit here, but we're still on the edge of some very dry. And you may sit there and go, oh, well, it's got a half an inch, almost an inch of rainfall in some places, but keep in mind, this is 10 days in August. That's not a lot of precipitation. Let me go ahead and shift on over now and show you, let me get it, there we go. This is the European precipitation anomaly, and it has us only about 50% of 50 to 75% of average, actually a little bit more in the northwestern part of our viewing area, less farther to the south and east. And there's the total precipitation with the European. And so not a lot of moisture. All the moisture is concentrated down in the Gulf of Mexico. We'll have to keep an eye on that, but you can see how the plume of moisture that stays to our south. And any of the moisture from Earl is going to stay way to our south. So it's a dry weather pattern. We'll have more details on the pattern coming up on WTAJ News at 11. And we'll have that new updated drought monitor and see how the drought status is coming in tomorrow.